And so it's starting to get a little too crazy for me. We have World War III breaking out, we have Costco selling gold bars, and we have US backing Israel for a strike on Lebanon. What's going on, guys? It's Cash Booza, and today we're going to be taking a look at what's going on in the world. We'll also take a look at what's going on in the stock market, the gold prices, the S&P, the US dollar, the US oil. It's going to be a jam-packed show. So let's head over to my screen and take a look at what's going on. So US is discussing strikes on Iranian oil. Whew, as Israel presses on with the Lebanese offensive. And I'm just thinking to myself, is anything ever gonna be back to normal ever again? So we'll ask Mr. Trump, are things gonna be back to normal ever again?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
Yeah. But anyway, let's take a look at what else is going on. So Bank of America is seeing some pretty crazy outage, and people are seeing $0 in their bank accounts. How are you able to mess it up this bad? I have no answer for some of these folks. Anyway, and Walls is like, he is speaking like everyone else, his rallies are like everyone else, but it's not working for the campaign. I'm like, Walls, it's not you, it's your running mate. She's not doing a good job, you're doing completely fine. And who do you think is going to win in November? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to be looking forward to that. Let's take a look at what else Israel is doing. So Israel is warning some Lebanon communities to evacuate as it battles Hezbollah. I can see some clear impact on US oil. Is that time to make some money in the US oil? We'll also take a look at that. And I'm so happy with the US oil trade. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm seeing on the charts. But first, let's take a look at what else is going on. So I am a big fan of gold, and now Costco is doing the same. Take a look at this. Costco is now selling bars, not just Hershey's bar. They're selling gold bars. Now they're selling platinum bars. They can see the price appreciation. They can see so much demand, and they're not totally wrong on that because a lot of people are so bullish on gold, including myself. But let's take a look at some stats before we jump into the charts. So this one is really interesting. Look at this. This is the S&P 500. This is the S&P 500 versus the Vanguard total stock market ETF. And for the past couple of years, the S&P 500 has been outperforming everything. If you guys don't believe me, these are the stats. Look at this. The S&P 500 large cap is up 22% in 2024. Everyone is like, yeah, it's gonna be Tesla, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Guys, it's the index. It's the index, the old S&P index, the SPY, the lovely SPY. Hold it, keep it, no problems with that. And then the total US market appreciated about 20%. The equal weight is about 15%, and then you have all the small caps and the micro caps. Those guys are not performing too well. And you know what I like to do? I like to buy and hold for the long-term investments, but I'm also a trader. I trade a lot of things, and we'll talk about that in the charts. But first, let's take a look at some really funny meme that Donald Trump just shared. And Trump is like, yeah, this really cracked me up when I read it for the first time. Yeah, you can see what's going on. But Mr. Trump, are we going to win? And if so, how are we gonna win?
I mean, I see this. It's so incredible. Ding, 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 ding. Boom. Okay. Pshin, boom. Star Wars.
Okay, we're gonna win like Star Wars. There's gonna be fireworks everywhere. I get it, Mr. Trump. But let's see what else is going on. So take a look at this. This is something serious. So I want you to understand something about market rotation. S&P 500 is divided in sectors. It's not just one big index. There are 10 sectors on the S&P. Everyone is like, yeah, go tech heavy, go do this, go buy Microsoft, Google, Tesla, Netflix, whatever. But take a look at this. Within the S&P, what was the best sector to hold? It was utilities for 2024. It means that the markets are fearful. Whenever utilities, communication service, and consumer staples, when these things start outperforming the tech sector and the financials, that means that the market is in a fearful situation and everyone is a little too scared with the money, so they want to park it in a little bit of a safe asset, which is utilities and consumer staples. And I know that you guys love tech so much. Take a look at this. Tech is only up by 27%. Pretty impressive. I can't deny that. That's pretty impressive. But the overall index is 20%. So now let's take a look at some charts and see what is going on. So we will start today's show with gold. It didn't do much today, but it's not a bad looking chart. Take a look at this. So gold had been outperforming everything in the past couple of weeks. Look at that. If you were in the gold trade for the last couple of weeks, you have been sitting on some pretty sweet gains. But Cash Booza, when should I get into gold? I'm gonna tell you right now. Take a look at this. Above the 20, go to the weekly chart first if you don't want to take too much risk. Go to the weekly chart and see for a full candle close above the 20. Look at that. This was your buy signal right here. And then if you just held the thing for a very long time, you would have been up on some pretty massive gains. But you don't listen to Cash Booza. I really hope you listen to Cash Booza sometime, because I'm gonna tell you some trades that no one is talking about. And now let's take a look at silver, what silver is doing. So silver is doing something pretty similar. Whatever gold does, silver is gonna do pretty much the same. No real weakness on silver, and it is doing just fine. Hold it, keep it. Not a financial advice, but just keep it. No problems with silver at all. Let's take a look at SPY. So SPY is down about 0.2%. In my opinion, that's nothing. I still consider it all-time high, but SPY is showing some weakness underneath, and we'll take a look at it from a hourly chart. Let's take a look at this real quick. So SPY broke down from the 20 period moving average right here. You see that this was the break right there, and ever since then it had been just tagging along the 20. Look at that. Look at this 20. So 20 is a very critical level. So 20 period moving average, just keep watching the 20 period moving average. A break below 20 is a pretty significant break on the smaller time frame, and if I see something like this, if I see a break above the 20 to the upside, that's a short-term buy signal for me, and I'm loading up on the calls. Just a small tip. But let's take a look at what Qs are doing. So Qs, again, it's pretty much the same story. A break below 20, and then it's just like tagging and tagging and tagging and tagging multiple times. Look at that. I would want to see, if I'm a bull, I would want to see a break to the upside and then a sustainment of that break to the upside. But let's take a look at the IWM. What's going on with the IWM? So I can't trade this stuff. If you're short on this, yeah, congratulations to you, I guess, because you're trading with a broad market. But from an investment perspective, also from a long trade perspective, yeah, I'm not really sure, because this is kind of in a choppy market. I don't see a clear pattern on this. Yes, it's still trading above the 20 on the weekly charts, but it's not doing something that I like to see, which is a clear sustained move to the upside. It's kind of doing this, which I'm not a big fan of. I think you get chopped up when you trade like that, but it's a very high risk trade. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get my hands into this, because this thing can really hurt me if it goes wrong. Very risky stuff. But you know what's not risky? Take a guess, what's not risky? Dollar index. I've told you guys many times on this channel that the dollar index is not risky at all right now, because ever since that trapping happened, this was the trap right here. They pulled it down below the 200 weekly moving average. The thing shot up like a rocket. But Cash Booza, I don't listen to you. I hope you guys listen to me sometime, because I can give you some amazing trades. But let's take a look at it from a daily perspective. What's going on? So taking a look at it from a daily chart, a break above this level is a very good thing for the US dollar. And I can see US dollar sustaining some pretty impressive gains in the coming days. The next level I'm going to be watching for is 103. This is where I would be taking some profit. Take some money, why not? But let's take a look at our favorite, Tesla. I've told you that if shorting is gonna happen, shorting is gonna happen right now. And take a look at this perfectly. This was a massive supply level, and people were like, yeah, I'm gonna let Tesla climb up to that level, and then I'm gonna short. And that's exactly what happened. Massive shorts coming in on Tesla, and it's down 3% today. If you're holding puts, congratulations, but it's coming down to a very sweet spot. I can expect some reaction on this level. This is the 200 period moving average on the weekly time frame, and some pretty nice demand is gonna be here. So if you're short on the market, take some profit, take the money, put it in your pocket, and just wait for some more trade confirmations, because right now it's coming in a very sweet zone. Let's take a look at some other stuff. I'm gonna give Speed a chance. So Speed, tell us, what should we take a look at?
I'm about to skip this shit. Skip. But when does this game get fucking good?
Daddy, chill.
Okay, looks like Speed wants us to take a look at US oil, so we're gonna do that. So US oil, it's a massive pump on US oil. Look at that, such a bullish candle. Massive accumulation on this level. Look at that, massive accumulation. US oil is climbing. With everything that's going on in the world, with everything going crazy, I think US oil is gonna be spiking quite aggressively in the coming days and in the coming weeks. So position yourself accordingly, not a financial advice, but something to keep in mind always. If things keep going crazy, I can see US oil to make some pretty impressive gains in the coming days. The level that I'm watching for next week is gonna be right here, the 78 level. Wow, that's a really bad drawing. I should be working on my drawings, by the way. But we're gonna be watching 78. That's gonna be our take profit zone. And that's all I had for you guys today. If you guys liked today's show, give Cash Booze a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and you can watch my previous video right here and the one before right here, and leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow.